Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. All right, guys. Gonna do a little bit of both tonight in the webinar. As always, nothing really planned. Just thoughts. Going over some charts, and I really want to touch on a little bit more on the emotional aspect. So I know probably some of you guys are saying, "Okay, enough of this emotional stuff," but at this point, this is the part that we need to drill in to your brains, because it will separate the winners from the losers in this game that we do every day called day trading. Takes a certain mindset to go from point A to point B to point C. And like I always say, you always need to look for an edge, and you can never be satisfied with where you're at. You always got to keep on studying and tweaking and improving yourself and pushing yourself to find the next level up. Okay? And that level up never stops. There is no ceiling until you run out of your cash, if you blow up your account. So, as Luigi says, and a lot of other traders, if you're not making money trading 100 shares consistently, why the hell are you trading 500 shares? Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So if you're not making money with 100 shares, kick it down to 50 shares. You guys know this. Okay? So now, the majority of you, with the exception of our new iconic circle members, know the method pretty much inside and out. Okay? Which is great. I mean, hell, even some of the new guys are spotting setups. It's phenomenal. I mean, great job studying. So that is really just giving you guys the foundation to build on. It's foundation to build on to give you the life that you want. Okay? Every day, well, mostly every day, okay, when I'm feeling good, and I come to work, and I cover this, dress right, desk is clean. I treat this like a job, because it is my job and it is my income. I'm very fortunate to do what I do. I'm very thankful to have you guys, to be able to help you and not get taken by some furu. Okay, so I consider myself to be in a very blessed situation to be able to trade for a living from anywhere in the world. Why the hell am I living here? I don't know, but that will soon change. There is no better lifestyle than trading once you get it down. Okay? The biggest thing is you cannot run out of your tuition money, aka you can't let your losses take you out of the game. Okay? So keep your trades small until you got the methodology down and until you have the mental mindset to let the stock move a little bit against you. Because not every stock is going to go your way immediately. Okay? It takes time. Okay? To really learn this business, it really takes about a year or two. I'm here to expedite that. Okay? And I think most of the guys in the room will attest that they came a long way from where they were in the beginning. So, proud of you guys that are making that transition, because I know what you came in the room with, and I know you had your losses, and you're working your way back, and you're making trading work for you. Why? Because you freaking want it bad enough. Okay? So that's why I'm so stuck right now on the emotional aspects of trading. Because all the tools that you need you have. Okay? There's not one trader in this room that hasn't seen the webinars, hopefully over and over and over again. So now you just have to take that knowledge and transfer it over to live trading. And what happens when you do that? You're trading with real money. And yes, your mind changes. Your mind plays tricks on you. Okay? Believe me, don't believe me, I'm telling you it does. And I will say this over and over and over again on every webinar I do about emotions and trading. Once you have money on the line, your mind does not act rational. Okay? You need to accept the risk, put in your stops at the appropriate place, and let the trade work out. Okay? So what I spoke about probably 3 months ago is about getting into reading level 2. We can talk a little bit next time maybe about, the open books. I wish, I know Luigi can't share his, but I'm sure I can get some kind of picture or something of an open book so you can see what the professional traders see and why certain price levels act as support and resistance. So I'm going to talk a little bit now about trader state of mind once again, turning your trading fears into personal power. Okay? And Plato once said the truth is in the eye of the beholder. But fortunately, most are blinded by the beliefs that you bring to trading. Okay? And again, that couldn't be more true. So, with a subconscious set of mental filters formed from beliefs and experiences, every trader interprets the same information differently. That says a lot right there. Every trader, looking at the charts, interprets the same information that we all see. They all interpret it differently. How does this work in trading? It's possible to trade at a higher level, but something invisible keeps getting in the way. It gets frustrating. You see a small elite set of traders succeed at trading day in and day out while you continue to struggle. It's kind of mystifying, right? I'm going to bring up Luigi again. He studied his ass off for the longest time. He comes in, I don't want to tell you how much he's up this year. We really don't talk money in this room because it's not about the money. It's about trading. Okay, it's about paying it forward. Josh Perkins, he's been with me, a year and a half now. Between, his family, his kids, he's studying his ass off all the time and it's finally starting to pay off. Finally. So the difference is, on the surface, both you and the elite trader know your stuff. You do. You know my method. The elite traders know their method. So it's not so easy to see what separates them from you. And you guys know what that is. It's your mindset. It's your mind. So these self-limiting beliefs and biases that have been holding you back, in particular, the unacknowledged fear-based beliefs that traders filter their information through, that torpedoes their quest for trading success. And by continuing to see through the eyes of fear, they have been blind to the path leading to the next level. What does that look like in trading? In fear-based perception, performance is rooted in self-limiting beliefs about adequacy and personal power. In impulse trading, chasing trades, it's about proving your worth by winning. Okay? Those last two sentences, guys, pretty much sums it up. A lot of people come into this career. I call it a game. I'm a big game theory kind of guy, but it's not a game. It's a career. And I say this: we're up against the best of the best of the best. And if we're able to extract money on a daily basis, or even 90% of the time out of the money, taking money out of the markets, it's amazing because we are up against the best of the best. And we are able to do that. And I'm damn proud we're able to do that. That's what I want you to understand. In fear-based perception, performance is rooted in self-limiting beliefs about adequacy and personal power. So if you have fear, your performance is going to suffer. If you have self-limiting beliefs about being adequate enough to achieve what you want to achieve, your self-limiting beliefs are going to kill you. Why the hell can't you have that Porsche? Why can't you have that bigger house? Why can't you put in a pool? Why? There's nothing stopping you now except for you. Okay? A lot of people go to trading for the fast buck and say, oh, I'm a trader. Like it's, a big thing. Feel like, Mr. Big Shot. Yo, I'm a wise guy. I'm a trader, making big bucks. It's not about that. Once you realize that trading is just about trading and you put the money aside, everything is going to come into place. But you have to get rid of your self-limiting beliefs. Every single person in my room, in our room, deserves to be successful. Okay, I even know Roger, Shay, we got Sexy Clyde, we got the new guys. They already are seeing things. They already want it. I know they want it because I see how many times they look at the webinars. You're constantly studying. Okay, so there is no excuse going forward. You just have to learn, and you learn by trading small. When it comes to emotions, you got to get rid of your fear-based perception of the market. You got to get rid of the self-limiting beliefs about being adequate and personal power. It's not about being right or wrong on trades. There is no right or wrong. Trade works out or it doesn't. If it doesn't, there's another one coming right down the road. Not much today, but in general. And when they come, we got to take advantage of it. Okay? Impulse trading, chasing trades, I used to do that all the time. And I had a bad trade, I used to feel like shit. Excuse my language, guys. Because in the beginning, I used to tie my self-worth to how I traded. And there is nothing more damaging to the emotional psyche than doing that. Nothing. So if you need to have a good trade to feel good about yourself, that's a little bit concerning to me as a friend and as your mentor. You need to start examining yourself and the emotional side, because emotions really have no place in trading. Okay? You can't have self-limiting beliefs. You got to believe that you're worthy of achieving what you want to achieve, and you have to believe in yourself. Fear is the oldest of emotions. It's far easier to avoid dealing with the threat than it is to deal with it head on. Early humans learned this survival wisdom and learned to avoid dealing with threats head on. Fear was simply an adaptive response that was successful for survival. Fear was so successful a response to threats in the environment that it was bred into anything unknown that was considered a threat until proven otherwise. The unknown was threatening. It was avoided, though, I'm sorry, it was avoided through fear or attacked through aggression. Even this response to threat was encoded into our emotional nature as the flight or fight response. Okay? If you are going into a trade with negative thoughts, you are going to end up in a negative trade. That's just the way it works. Put them on and let me see, please. You have to be positive and have a positive outlook and come to the table, come to your desk every day expecting to have a green day. There is, oh, I hope I do well today. Oh, I hope I trade well today. No. You come to your desk and you expect to have a green day. That's your expectations. You're telling the universe, you know what? I'm getting paid today because I paid my dues. I know what I'm doing. I'm pulling a trigger. I'm conquering my emotions. And I'm going to take money out of the market today because that's what I do and that's what I deserve. Why? Because I studied, I paid my dues, and this is what I want more than anything else in life. If you come to work every morning in any other mindset, okay, any kind of negativity, you're going to have a bad day. Don't even turn your computers on. Just turn them off. Don't even bother. Save your money to a day when you come to work expecting to win. The problem with the solution that it was pitted two drives against one another, controlling environment and outcome versus embracing the unknown. Right there, guys. Controlling the environment and outcome versus embracing the unknown. Can we control our environment? Hell no, we can't control the markets. Can we control the outcome? Absolutely not. We can manage it, but we can't control it. And can we embrace the unknown by stepping out of our little comfort zone, stepping out of that little circle? Guys, if you want to rocket this, you have to. Step outside the circle, embrace the unknown, play it safe, but you got to do it in order to get to the level that we all want to be. And the good thing is, that level is never going to stop getting harder to achieve. There is no limit, guys. The only limitation is set in our mind. That's the only limitations we have. So controlling the environment and outcome versus embracing the unknown, that manifested itself long after the biological threats to survival disappeared from the caveman's world. The emotional brain was still designed to be on the lookout for biological threats to its existence and to attack or avoid when it encountered the unknown. This is like perfect when it comes to trading, guys. When applied to trading, these two drives collide in a spectacular way. The emotional brain has a drive to control outcome in the short term, while trading presents a situation where the outcome is unknown, and the trader has to learn how to embrace the uncertainty and vulnerability of the unknown. That is it right there. The brain has a drive to control outcome in the short term. And here we are, guys, doing the exact opposite in trading. While trading presents a situation where the outcome is unknown, and the trader has to learn how to embrace the uncertainty and vulnerability of the unknown. So you have to reprogram your brain to accept the uncertainty. Okay? This career, it's just probabilities. Once you got the odds in your favor, you pull the trigger. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, you cut your losses, you move on. The hardest thing to do, though, is to let the winners run. And that's what's going to be a very important part of you making the step from an amateur to a consistent trader to a professional trader. Something's got to give. Until the trader learns to retrain the brain into embracing the uncertainty and vulnerability of not knowing, a trader's psychology is no match for the powerful survival drives that give rise to the mind that engages uncertainty. It is here the trader has to start doing something completely unnatural to the self that evolution has organized. The trader has to turn toward the fear of the unknown, represented in risking capital while trading, and change the response. The fear lets you know the old survival programming is activated. That's the asset. Now it's time to retrain the brain to move from self-preservation in the short term, by the way, which is fine for new traders, to probability thinking for the long-term benefit. Just talking about that. Probability thinking for long-term benefit. It's all about having the odds in your favor. That's it. It's not about being right or wrong. It's not about, making $300 or losing $500. It's about trading well. Once you have the probabilities in your favor, the odds in your favor, take the trade. You are going to have these setups memorized in no time, and you're going to be taking them in no time. Little things will get figured out. The stop losses, reading the level 2, the depth books, we'll get there. But some of the chats, by the way, I love everyone chiming in. I love it, love it, love it. It makes my day so much better when you guys ask questions and you're typing in chat. I love it. So please continue to do that. Everything else we can work on, but you have to know the method, and you have to get control of your emotions and change the way your brain was taught to really interpret things. And it's not easy. It takes time. That's why you got to be small in your share size until you recognize the change. You have to. It is here that the trader has to start doing something completely unnatural to the self that evolution has organized. That trader has to turn toward the fear of the unknown, representing and risking capital while trading, and change the response. This is the training that the elite traders have accomplished, one way or the other, to create the mind and psychology to embrace the uncertainty and vulnerability of the unknown. So you gotta do, just embrace the change. Welcome it. Don't fight it. Okay? You shouldn't be nervous when you're in a trade. You shouldn't be shaking. You shouldn't have your hand on the trigger ready to pull out when you make 10 cents. We're not in this room to make 10 cents. We're in this room to make points. And like Luigi said the other day, we're starting hunting season. We in an election year, we got interest rate rises coming up. We're going in September, October, 2 most volatile months. Generally speaking, we are going to rack up the points. I want you to be ready to embrace it. Make yourself uncomfortable. Put yourself out there in a manageable way without risking more than you're ready to risk at this moment. The vast majority of trading decisions are made in the blink of an eye and totally outside of working awareness. The brain already has a working model of the world that it projects out there. It works behind the scenes, keeping you safe on a path through the dangerous jungle of threats all around you. You would never know it's there until you begin to question why you keep doing the same things that short circuit your long-term potential of winning in favor of short-term survival response to the threat of risking capital. How many of you guys keep on doing the same shit, making the same mistakes over and over and over again? That's either self-sabotage or you're not working on changing your mindset. The problem is, guys, every lesson that we learn, we pay for with our trading capital. Okay? So if you're constantly making the same mistakes, you got to change or just stop trading. You know? It makes no sense. If you're making the same mistakes over and over and over again, take a step back. Send me your charts. You know, we'll do chart reviews left and right. You know, Zach's going to be on hold with chart reviews for a while now. I think I did a couple hundred with that kid. But I actually enjoyed it. But man, he sent me some charts. Kept me busy for a while. But look at him now, man. The guy friggin', he knows his shit. Excuse my language. I mean, it's amazing to see the progress. It really is. It's awesome to me. It really is. So, most will never notice that you see through the eyes of survival in the moment, even while you rationally talk about risk and reward while following your rules. Your conscious mind thinks that it is control and that you have an edge because of your rules. It all seems so very tame until the rational mind is hijacked. Then real capital is put at risk and all bets are off, baby. How true is that? Suddenly, the talk of risk and reward from a logical mind is simply snatched away and replaced by a mind that equates capital at risk with a biological risk to life in the moment. So as soon as you put capital on the line, how many of you guys break your rules? How many guys make, not silly mistakes, but mistakes that you know you shouldn't have made? There's no other explanation, is that your mind gets hijacked by the way we were raised and programmed to believe fear and programmed to avoid uncertainty. That's what separates the winners from the losers. It's the ability to take the uncertainty and kick it in the ass. Embrace it. You know, I don't know if I'm going to make $100 tomorrow, make $5,000 tomorrow, or lose $5,000 tomorrow. I don't know. All I know is I try to do my best trading every day. I'm a lot more cautious. I miss some trades, and I'm okay with that. But my mind is what makes me and keeps me in this game. Your logical trading rules that give you an edge are gone. Your parasympathetic nervous system has triggered and taken over your trading mind. You are in fight or flight, guys. You're either trying to avoid short-term loss of capital, or you're using aggression to attack the source of a threat from the unknown. When the smoke clears, you wonder what happened. You knew what to do, but you couldn't do it under the pressure of risking capital. You really could have lost that money if you had risked it. Or if the fight or flight hijacking occurred during the trade management and the trade was going against you, you may have aggressively thrown more money at a losing position in a fight to get back what was being taken from you. Guys, this happened so fast. In the heat of the moment, it seemed like the right thing to do. But now the situation is past. You have cooled down. You discover, yet again, your emotions, your rules that you have on your computer have betrayed you. You did exactly the opposite of what you should have done if you have reacted rationally. This is the collision between the interests of your emotional brain, with its emphasis on short-term survival, and your logical mind that seeks an advantage in probable outcomes. And that's all we do. We play probable outcomes. Think about this hijacking from the perspective of the emotional survival brain. Okay, you survived, either by avoidance or aggression. The emotional brain's response to the threat to survival kept you alive for another moment. This is exactly what it's supposed to do. Problem is that it cannot tell the difference between a biological threat to the organism and mere psychological discomfort when exposed to uncertainty. This is the gap that traders don't know how to bridge. They don't see it to know they need to bridge it. And until they can learn to see out of something other than fear, trading not to lose, trading to win, trading to be right, they will be blind to the perceptual trap that keeps shooting them in the foot. As long as a trader chooses to deny the fear, self-limiting belief can never be excavated and brought into the light of the awareness. You know, many traders don't even have a clue about what the hell I'm talking about right now. They don't have a clue about looking inside and dealing with the emotional aspect. They'll just keep on throwing money, losing money, you know, taking everyone's freaking calls. They don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, most of these guys. This is what's going to make you, guys. This is what's going to make you a professional trader. Traders have to learn emotional regulation skills or the emotional stays. So the reactive mind, once it's hijacked, has an adaptive response to uncertainty and not knowing. It is in regulating the emotion that the trader can get to the door of the mind. It is here that he or she gets to examine the beliefs and biases lurking behind the emotion. For the courageous trader, this is where trading offers a unique opportunity. The health of your trading account is a direct measure of the beliefs you are projecting upon market information. If it is growing, the trader is demonstrating a set of beliefs that allow the trader to extract capital out of the markets. If it's stagnant or shrinking, your trading account is a direct measure of the self-limiting beliefs that drive your trading performances. Either way, your beliefs about your capacity to manage uncertainty are being revealed by your trading account, if you are willing to listen to it. It is also here that you discover that the mind you brought to trading is not going to be the mind that brings success in trading. I'm going to repeat that, guys. Write this shit down. It is also here that you discover that the mind you brought to trading is not going to be the mind that brings success in trading. The mind you brought to trading was built to control its environment and outcome and to avoid uncertainty. And the mind that you need for trading is one that discards the illusion of control over short-term outcome and embraces the uncertainty of the unknown. Just bring it. Bring the unknown. Let's see what happens. Who the hell wants to know what's going to happen? Have a 9-to-5 job, sit in a cubicle? No. Make the same money over and over and over again? No. We want to accept the uncertainty of the unknown. That's the only way that we are all going to be successful. Instead of trying to control the environment and the outcome, the trader teaches the mind and the brain to control the mind that he or she brings into the moment of performance. In regulating emotions, the trader has learned to turn off the life or death switch of the fight or flight response and build a mind comfortable with psychological discomfort. And that's what we need to accept and focus on. Okay? This is the key. When uncertainty no longer means biological threat, a new mind based on probabilities, once again that word, probabilities, can be designed to deal with uncertainty. This is what the elite trader has learned to do. When the biological fear is taken offline, the trader can act from a psychological concern. Here, emotions are no longer hijacking the trading mind. The trading mind is focused on performance in the moment, which gives the trader an edge in probabilities. This is enough. Again, probabilities. The evolution does not happen by itself. The trader can be a partner in the design of a new mind built for trading, or he or she can resist the needed change. But knowledge will never be enough. At the highest levels of performance, everybody has a knowledge. The elite trader has learned how to shift his or her understanding of uncertainty so that it no longer triggers the brain mind to fight-flight response. The elite trader has taught the brain to believe, again, in probabilities. That's what we are trading, probabilities. Okay, we're not chasing trades. Okay, we're not guessing, we're not anticipating, we're trading probabilities. That's what my whole capital method is based on, is probabilities of success. And that belief is grounded by growth in his or her trading account. Guys, it's not easy and it takes work, but it beats the alternative. Either way, your trading account will reveal what you need in order to become an elite trader. As long as a trader chooses to deny the fear, self-limiting beliefs can never be excavated and brought into the light of awareness. So, one thing you need to remember, there's a lot of little golden nuggets in this. The mind you brought to trading was built to control its environment and outcome and to avoid uncertainty. And the mind you need for trading is one that discards the illusion of control over short-term outcome and embraces the uncertainty of the unknown. So I'm going to leave the emotional stuff on that note because I think that stuff right there enough to sink in. Think about it, listen to it over and over and over again because it couldn't be more black and white than it is right now. You need to step out of your comfort zone, guys. You need to accept the uncertainty and embrace it. Welcome it. Okay? Whatever your motivation is to make the money or to trade well, as I said before, put a picture of it on the screen. You know, I got my boy with me right in front of me. That's my motivation. Nothing's going to stop me. I get knocked down, I get right back up. I expect you guys to do the same. But you got to do it smart. 100 shares at a time ain't working, cut it down to 50. 50 shares ain't working, cut it down to 10. Okay? I don't believe in paper trading at all. So if you're going to trade, at least trade 10 shares. Put real money at risk. See how you act. So I want to do a couple chart reviews, but I'm going to end this right here because I want you to absorb this and watch it over and over and over again. Chart reviews, I will do another webinar this week. So we'll get 2 this week. And looking forward to having a kick-ass Friday. And I'll see you guys in the morning. Thank you for listening. I appreciate every one of you. And don't stop studying. Continue on being the best trader you can and the best person you can and pay it forward. Thanks.